What's up guys, so welcome back to the channel and welcome back for another toy unboxing. Let's go! Okay guys, so on this video we will be opening the Kotobukiya ARTFX Premier Thor Odinson. So this figure is actually the second figure released on the line ARTFX Premier. So this is just fitting for us to be opening because of Thor Love and Thunder is soon to be released in theaters near you. So come on, let's move on to the next camera and crack this open. Let's go! Okay, so let's start here first with the box. So of course, in front you will see here Thor Odinson's image or illustration. So this is the actual illustration of the figure itself. So this is an ARTFX Premier line, which is it's a 1/10 scale pre-painted model kit from Kotobukiya. So on top here you will see the ARTFX Premier line. At the bottom you will see some information about this product. And at the back you will see here the name of the character plus the silhouette of this like Thor hammer thingy, but I think these are just general or common to all of the first releases of the ARTFX Premiere. So if you have been visiting my channel for quite some time now, you know that I already opened some of the ARTFX Premiere line, namely the Hulk, She-Hulk, and Silk, also Doctor Strange. So you can check that on the playlist of ARTFX Premiere unboxing. So moving on the side here you have also the name ARTFX Premiere. Same goes with the other side. So this box is actually a sleeve box, just like what we had from the previous unboxing. So all you have to do is slide this out and you will see another box of this figure. So you have been reading, I have been reading this all throughout my video, I guess, for all of the ARTFX Premiere unboxing. So beyond realistic, ARTFX Premiere is a high-quality statue line that challenges the limits of product development by capturing characters in the highest possible level of detail. The statues in this line are limited to a select number of pieces worldwide, so these are limited, and each one comes with its own unique collector number. Okay, and at the back here you will see the ARTFX line and Marvel as well as the Kotobukiya logo. So let's head on to opening this one so we can check all what's inside this ARTFX Premiere Thor Odinson. So it's just be fitting that we are opening this now because it's soon that the Thor Love and Thunder is already in our theaters, and I hope to see that movie in theaters as well because I think it would be a great movie for the MCU. Aside from the present one, which is the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, which is a very nice movie. It has a lot of characters there and some special heroes that you might not be expecting. That's also on the cameo, should I say. Okay, so moving on. So let me just slide this out so we can slowly check all of what's inside this figures box. Okay, so there you go. So again, this figure is actually on a clamshell. So everything here, let me just focus on it. Okay, so everything on the figure is inside this clamshell. So basically you have here the head, the hammer, the upper body, the lower body, the base, as well as to the collectors, what they call one, the one that has the serial number. So let's head on to opening this one and talk about each of the parts one by one. Maybe we can start with the head here. So the head here is a complete head, including the helmet here. So there you go. So pretty much nice. I think it replicates the Thor image from the comics, I guess. Especially that the Thor from the movie is somehow like the one that's from the newest release of the comics. I just don't know why is it not focusing. Maybe it's because it's a silver helmet, but there you go. There you go. Sorry for the noise outside, guys. Someone is passing by. Okay, there you go. So this is the head. It's so hard to focus with this silver thing. It reflects on the light heavily. Maybe I can hide it from the this way. Okay, there you go. So this is the head. Moving on to the next one. So let's just proceed on to the hammer here. So I'm glad that the hammer here is separate from the arm or the hand, so that we can maneuver or somehow like easily move this hammer in and out from the figure. Okay, so the hammer is just a plain gold block of gold, as well as to the handle here, it's also a gold block. Okay, I just don't know what version of Thor is this from, but I guess it is also with the series from the ARTFX premiere. So basically these are just in a group of Avengers figures. Okay, so next one will be the upper body. Oh no, let's just proceed on to the lower body. Let's just have the upper body last because it has the cape as well. Okay, so this is the lower body. So the lower body is somehow like be familiar with us. For those who have been watching me unboxing my ARTFX premiere, Doctor Strange is somehow like the texture of this leather thing from the what they call it, the skirt. It's almost the same, or should I say it's the same with the Doctor Strange figure. Same goes with the boots here, very nice. And as you can see here, it has a detailed leg armor. I guess these are scale mail, should I say. Very nice, a silver painted scale mail. Nice. I just have to cover the back because it cannot focus all throughout this video recording. Okay, there you go. So as you can see, it has a good detail as well, just like what we had from the Doctor Strange. So very nice. And it's very large for a 1/10 scale figure. Look at these legs, it's pretty much large. It's larger than my thumb. Okay, so that's the lower body. And let's move on to the upper body here. Okay, so the upper body, of course, without the head, without the hammer, but it includes the cape of Thor. So basically, the leather thing from the body is same goes with the skirt. So this is a uniform design or detail from the skirt as well. So very nice. Of course, the gold trims here from these figures. Or should I say this is an armor? Or just a normal cloth for Thor. Very nice. Okay, so going to the cape here. Okay, so I just don't know if you recognize the cape here. The capes is somehow like the sides of the Doctor Strange figure, but the Doctor Strange figure has more details onto it than this one. But this has good, what do you call this one? It has a good something like a movement like from this cape. Very nice. It's like Thor here is trying to do something with the waves of wind as well as to his arms. Very nicely done. Okay, you can see here Thor's biceps, triceps, and what else are popping up. And as you can see here, the forearms or the left arm has a gold armor. So I just don't know. I think this is relevant to something like from the comics as well, that he is also wearing a gold sleeve, something like an armor from this left arm. And as you can see here, there's a detail just under the hand. I think this is the continuation or somehow like the band or strap for the hammer. I'm having a hard time focusing on this gold and silver painted parts of this figure. Okay, so I think that's it for the complete body. So let me just fix first this one, and let's head on to building the figure before we head on to opening or showing you the base. Okay, so starting with the head, let's fix it onto his body here. So these are snap fit, meaning to say it's easy to snap and fit all the parts all throughout the assembly. So there's no glue included for you to assemble these parts. So if you have been watching me assembling all of my figures, ARTFX Plus, ARTFX Premiere, also on my dinosaur collection, there's no glue needed for you to assemble those figures. Okay, so this is how this figure looks like. It's not complete without this hammer, so all you have to do with the hammer, I think you cannot fit the hammer because the hammer has a thick, like somehow like this part is a little bit thicker than the whole of the figure's left hand. Okay, so I think I need to do something with this one. I think you need to pull something. Okay, there you go. So you can remove the handle to the hammer itself so that we can fit it to the hand here. So I think we can insert it from the bottom going up as we slide it out, insert the hammer again, and voila, there you go. So this is the Thor figure. I just don't have my rotating table because it got broken. I just don't know what happened to that one, so I cannot use that one for our unboxing here now. So this is your Thor figure. Basically it's like standing on the rock. So let's just head on to getting the base of this figure. Okay, so the base of this figure is just the same, or somehow like it has the same design from the Doctor Strange Hook and She-Hulk. So it has a rocky surface base design, but this one is somehow like a hollow form. As you can see the sound, as you can hear the sound, it's like hollow, unlike to the Doctor Strange, the She-Hulk and the Hulk. It has a solid form of a base. I think those are like a heavy form of plastic. So this one is a little bit thinner, or should I say hollow. Just moving on here at the back or the bottom of this base. So the serial number for our figure Thor is 1405 out of 3500. Okay, so that is the serial number. So let me just pick up the card here so that we can also compare it. There you go. So the card or the collector's card here is 1405 of 3500. So this is the collector's card. Okay, so moving on to inserting this figure. So basically there are two holes here. There are two pegs here from the foot. Each leg feet here has its own pegs there. So what you love to do is insert it easily, snap fit, and there you go. Thor is now standing on its own. Very nice. Thor is cool. Very nice. Standing tall here. It does look like somehow like he's trying to call the thunder from his hammer here. I just hope that I have my turning table so that we can somehow do some b-roll here, but sadly I don't have it because it got broken and I don't have a replacement for it, so I'll be doing it manually here now. Very nice. So this is your Thor figure. So what can you say about this Thor figure? Are you very excited onto the movie? I think I'm very excited because of it has a new character, which is Jane. I just don't know if you already watched the trailer. So Jane is the new Thor of that movie. I just don't know where that Jane is come from, or it might just be an aberration or somehow like a the effect of or the ripples made by Doctor Strange on the Spider-Man No Way Home that lead to the multiverse of madness. So I just don't know what will happen there. So, but I'm very excited that we will be having Thor again on the MCU. So that's on July. I just don't know what is the date, the release date in the Philippines, but I guess it's always Wednesday here in the Philippines. So we are always first before the US release. So I'm glad that we will be having it early than the US release, which is a lot of spoilers when US movies got released, because there are a lot of vloggers movie content creators that are posting their reviews about movies. But there's no spoil. I guess 1 month is the embargo for what they call this one, spoilers, or somehow like the full detail of the movie before YouTubers or content creators release their contents online with spoilers. Okay, so there you go. So this is your Thor Odinson figure. So this is a 1/10 scale figure from Kotobukiya ARTFX Premier line. Okay guys, so there you go. So there is your Thor Odinson from the Kotobukiya ARTFX Premier line. So I think the figure serves the character well. So you can really see how the details pops out from this figure to show how masculine is Thor is, or somehow like the godly feature of Thor is very on, or somehow like it's on this figure itself. So it's the pose here is very godly because of we know that Thor is the god of thunder, and he's always calling his thunders from his Mjolnir or his hammer. And I'm not too familiar with the comics, but I think this golden left arm is relevant to something like a release on the comics version. That's why it's here. I don't think these are custom figures or somehow like creators design, but I think these are relevant to the release on the comics. That's why it has this gold left arm. Same goes with the golden hammer. And of course, some notable points here. You can always see the details for each of these ARTFX Premier. This leather-like armor, the trims, gold trims here are very nicely done. Even the skirts are nicely done. And of course, the very detailed scale armor of the legs here. So very nice. And maybe I can just say that the off here, or somehow like a negative point for me, is just this base, because the base is somehow like a hollow a hollow plastic here, unlike to the first Kotobukiya ARTFX Premier that we opened on the channel, that is like a solid form of a base. So I just don't know, because this is somehow like a lighter figure than the She-Hulk and the Hulk, but I think it's still fine because it's a large base. It doesn't matter if it's light or heavy, since it will lay flat on the table or somehow like on your cabinet. It's very nice, and I think that's all. We are glad that we opened it now. This is a long overdue figures. I had this for quite some time now. I just don't know, I forgot when was this released first, but I got this when it was released, and I just didn't have enough time to open all of my toys on my stash. I have been opening Pokemon cards for quite some time now. I am opening like for almost a year now, and just got back to opening figures now, and hopefully you can support me all throughout my toy unboxing here. So I think that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and notify yourself if you have new uploads, because we still have more of this. Power lang. Patas. Bye-bye.